Virginia Tech Hokies. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Liberty Flames, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis with another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Let's take a step back and enjoy Enter Sandman. And the Flames will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hokies offense has the ball first today, and they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the...
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Oh, better look out. Lots of running room. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
And the Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Hokies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now the play fake. Punts it out of the air. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3rd and long, and they can get the 1st down without scoring a touchdown. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So Liberty's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need him.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they could really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. All right, guys, let's talk a little about Liberty. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Back to throw, it's Watson. Zings it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Hokies will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gives it on the option. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to throw, it's Sparks. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Got it near midfield, and the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've built their quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Complete in the middle. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Let's go. Looking for a man. It's Watson. Makes the catch. It's Heath. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's got it. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Touchdown, Hokies! Oh, that may be in, and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. The Flames with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. They're facing a 3rd down. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Sparks. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. Touchdown, Liberty! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
There he goes. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Hokies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. back to pass. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Watson. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back.
Touchdown, Virginia Tech. A great catch and run for 6. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. On the ground, it's Dickens. Hard running there. He has the first and still on his feet. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive.
Turning it on! Discards him with the stiff arm. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Flames are on the move. They'll run the option. Just ran over it.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Give to the running back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The Flames come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They go right back to it. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Flames back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give to the right. Creates a little space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
The Flames trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option, they'll just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Hokies in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for a man. It's Watson. Makes the grab. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Now on 1st down from the 43. Leaves it with the running back. Slithers into space. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, this guy has had a tremendous season. When you're getting mentioned for the Heisman Trophy as a true freshman running back, that is absolutely insane, and you've seen it all throughout the years. The big plays, the explosiveness, the speed. This guy has been unbelievable.
And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Blacksburg. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Lane Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Hokies will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
breaks into the open. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Now the pitch. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. And the Flames now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Rides the back on the option, the give. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And nobody responsible for picking up the free safety because, David, frankly, I don't believe they thought he was coming.
No, and whose responsibility is that? The quarterback. If I see the free safety blitzing, I'm throwing the ball deep to somebody to make a play because he can't cover deep anymore, so put that in your back pocket. They want to bring that safety blitz. I'm going to make them pay, and I'm going to throw the ball deep.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Flames are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. On the option. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's good from 58 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about down on the Bayou for some time. They're up by 23 over BYU. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Snags it on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Touchdown, Hokies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Rides the back and leaves it. and makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll try the run. He breaks a tackle. He's out past the 35. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Flames.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Holloway. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Watson. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Looking for a gap. It's Overton. Got the first down. Looking for more. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done. And the Hokies will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Keith. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He'll try the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
That ball hit him right in a bad spot, right in the hands. Really unfortunate he didn't come down with that one.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Watson. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Flames with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll give it to the back. Look out, he's got room. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Leaves it with the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Flames will punt it away on 4th down. Teams proving to be special. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line, and boy, did they need a little breathing room. His drive will open from the 15. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. On the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Flames will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Looking to pass, it's Watson. Extending the play. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Mason. And he's knocked down.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A strike downfield. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Hokies are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Gives it on the option. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Caught behind the line. It's Coleman.
And this is not decision time. This offense, it's green light the rest of the game. Down multiple possessions. Got to go for it on 4th down. Probably had that in mind. It's a little shorter 4th down. But this offense has got to stay fast-paced and got to make some explosive plays.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hokies line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the ball comes to rest right there.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it towards the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about punt.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Pulls it in. It's Person. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Pass passing game, very effective on second down. What about here on third? The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now on third down for this offense. To throw, it's Sparks. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires to the big fella. Tackled there by the defense.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening. He went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now.
Oh, he's got some. Headed to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over West Virginia. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for a crease. It's Dickens. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
The Flames will send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they were able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Back to pass, it's Watson. Here's the heat. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding.
Intentional grounding.
So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's 4th down. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.